Hi everybody, it's Galactic Man Larry here again with another Star Wars The Vintage Collection review, and today we have in front of us from Star Wars The Mandalorian Ahsoka Tano Corvus. I had this one on pre-order, but I was on the shop the other day and nothing compares to seeing a figure in the pegs, and I mean that's the real deal, yeah, especially for someone like me who was born in the 80s and knows how distribution should be and all of that. The thing is, the figure is here, and I'm very glad to share this, well, to open it and to share it with you guys. So, first of all, you can see the picture of Rosario Dawson holding the sabers. I don't know if it's a steal from I don't remember. Is this when she meets Din Djarin the first time and she jumps on him? I don't remember the exact moment of the episode. I should watch it again. But there you have the image, and the figure is looking great. Actually, it's really nicely sculpted and detailed, and the face paint is not perfect on mine, but I'll be opening it anyway. And there you have Ahsoka Tano from The Mandalorian out of the packaging, and she's looking great. I mean, this tiny little figure, it's a little triumph for the vintage collection. And I mean, yes, this one here was already a little triumph for the vintage collection, but you know, this one has the right hips, the proper articulation. This one is also a great figure. I mean, she's an amazing, beautiful, tiny little figure. One thing, this one is better holding her sabers. The hands are a bit more robust, at least so far. And yeah, but has all the mobility. The other one, I mean, has the older style for the hips, which is very annoying, especially when she's wearing this kind of skirt pieces. But I mean, this little figure is awesome. I mean, she's really nicely sculpted. All the detail there you can see here on this side of the kind of skirt, the sides, or whatever that would be called. I mean, she's clearly kind of dressed like a ninja, especially the feet. Just look at that's very Japanese. I don't know if ninja or samurai or both, that kind of thing, you know. The hands on this one are much more sturdy than the previous one, which I love as a figure, but the hands are very annoying because the fingers, the thumbs are really thin, and her sabers keep falling, at least in that copy I just showed you. Now, again, this one, the sculpt is just beautiful. I mean, and the whole figure from tip to toe, you know. In the accessory department, here we have this is the shorter one. I don't remember the name of these different sabers she has. She has this shorter one. I don't remember if they use the name like in Japanese lore, or if there's like a proper Star Wars universe way of naming these different. I mean, the longer one and the shorter one, I'll keep it like that because I just don't know the right words right now. I'm a fan, but I'm not like an expert in every little thing. They're very nicely sculpted. They're just made in clear plastic. I don't know if it's 100% clear or if it has a bit of white to it. To me, it looks like if it had a little, like a 10% whiteness, you know. I don't know if it's just clear or the nature of the plastic gives it the kind of the whiteness. In any case, it's the first ones I have in this color. I don't know if they had done any like white lightsabers before. I'm very happy how the paint application for the Torguta, well, the whole head, her alien thing here instead of hair. It's Torguta or Troguta, or yeah, and this the Leku and the Troguta, or the other way around, kind of, you know, the tips and the kind of tails, and then the back part. I don't know the names. If you know, please leave it on the comments below, and please, if you're watching the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because more content is already there and more content is on its way. So I'll really appreciate if you can support the channel just by joining, liking, subscribing, all of that, and commenting, of course, please. I'll do my best to answer. I mean, I'm not that big of a channel yet, so I can still answer to everybody. Anyway, the head. Let's go to it. But before we go to articulation, let's take a very close look at that face sculpt. As you can see, I don't know if you managed to see that the printing is not exactly like in the middle. The eyes seem to be there, but the white patterns are on her face. At least I see the brows are a bit to the right side, where from my perspective at least. Yeah, but still, it wasn't that terrible that I just got her from the shelf and here she is. I mean, I'm always very stoked when I find a nice figure on the shelf, you know. Now, for articulation, the head can, of course, is a bit limited by the whole head piece, her whole head parts, you know, the tails and all of that. So as soon as she looks down, the tails will start pushing it up, and looking up is kind of not an option, not a real one. But she can do a bit of wiggly to the side, so that gives her a lot of kind of attitude. She can turn all the way around. You of course have to, yeah, it's not something you should be doing all the time, but it's flexible. So it's on a dumbbell joint, as you can see. Actually, as we are now, let's do a little experiment. Laugh. And let's see how this would look like. I don't know if, oh, that actually, I really like how that looks. Well, at least from here, I don't know. Just look at that. It's not like totally, I mean, the orange one, the one from the Clone Wars is much more saturated, and this one is a bit of a paler orange. It's just two different media. One is live action, the other one is animated, but I still kind of like what I see. So that would be it for the head. And now the arms can go all the way around. She can lift the shoulders over you can do the T-pose plus. I don't know if she had the same amount of cut if in both sides, but it looks like that. In any case, you can play around with that. Nothing on the biceps because of the scale. You have your swivel on the elbow, and I mean, you can move the arm around and swivel it up and down and even backwards in unnatural ways. You can break her arm, don't do that. And she can look backwards that far. I mean, the diaphragm, just a little bit. She can look forward that far, again just a little bit. She has a bit of tilt to the sides on the diagram as well. You can mix it with the head and give her a lot of tilt. And yeah, now the hips, the legs, I mean, she can do, I'd say she could do like the full split or kind of, but of course the skirt piece gets on the way, but it's just part of the uniform, of the costume, you know. She can kick all the way forward, like 90 degrees. It has enough cut and it's soft enough that it doesn't totally get on the way. She has a, I mean, of course, again, it's just ball hips. She has the thigh cut, very nice. The knees can go backwards that far. It's a bit over 90s backward. This is very weird cut, but I mean, it's just the best solution they found with this costume, and it's nice. The only thing is, in mine so far, I think the legs are frozen because I don't know if I mean, you can see the pec going in, and I guess I could move the knee also to, like, the leg from the knee, you know, to turn, but it's a bit frozen. I have to put her in hot water, but I'm almost sure it has movement there as well. Yeah, it has it, but I don't want to force it more, not yet. The feet can go back that far and can go forward that far, which is a decent amount. She also has a very nice ankle rocker, which is also one of the new things for this scale, which makes these tiny little figures really amazing to be no, totally on par with the Black Series, you know. Now for size comparisons, here you have Ahsoka Tano, the new one from Corvus, next to her two previous releases, which are also, well, this one is a bit or much more limited in movement due to the swivel hips and all of that, but still a really nice figure to have. Here you have her next to Bo-Katan Kryze and Din Djarin, and here you have her next to Luke Skywalker and Grogu. And that makes it for this review. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Again, that helps me a lot and helps the channel grow and all of that. And yeah, this is a really amazing figure. I hope every figure coming out now is at least that amazing. I mean, Bo-Katan was also an amazing figure, as well as the Clone Wars Ahsoka, and just the hips. She was one release before getting the proper hips, you know. Yeah, all of these are great figures, and I'm much looking forward to what the vintage collection has in store for us ahead. I mean, we know what's coming, but I hope all of those figures turn out to be great ones, as this one did. So, I will see you in the next one. Take care. Ciao, ciao, ciao. And here is Ahsoka just about to get the hot water treatment. And pay for her sins. Anyway.